Good evening, and welcome to your AI Daily Press evening podcasts for July 3, 2026. I'm your host, Walter. First, U.S. President Donald Trump has criticized the North Atlantic Treaty Organization ahead of its upcoming summit in Ankara, Turkey, expressing disappointment with the alliance's response to the war in Iran and stating that European allies are not there for us. This criticism comes as NATO leaders prepare to discuss defense spending and alliance strategies. In other news, Iran is preparing to hold the funeral of former Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei 4 months after his death. The ceremony is expected to draw large crowds and will be closely watched by international observers as it comes amid ongoing tensions with the United States and uncertainty about the country's future leadership. Lastly, Russia has announced plans to launch a digital version of its currency, the ruble, this September. This development positions Russia as one of the pioneering countries in the implementation of a central bank digital currency, raising questions about its potential impact on traditional currencies, financial systems, and geopolitical dynamics. We'll be discussing these stories in more detail throughout the evening. Now for the latest in social and cultural news, here is Barbara Waters.
Thank you, Walter. I'm your anchor, Barbara. Firstly, the United Nations has warned of a potential human rights catastrophe unfolding in Sudan's besieged city of Al-Obeid, where the conflict between the army and paramilitary rapid support forces continues to escalate. Civilians are caught in the crossfire, facing severe shortages of food, water, and medical supplies, with reports of killings, torture, and forced displacement. Secondly, we're focusing on the challenges of managing tourism in Venice, Italy, where authorities have introduced a dynamic pricing system to reduce overcrowding and generate revenue for infrastructure maintenance. The new system allows entrance fees to rise with demand, potentially up to €10, sparking mixed reactions from understanding to criticism over issues of accessibility and sustainability. Lastly, several high-ranking Russian officials have been arrested and charged with corruption, including a Russian army general accused of extorting soldiers and deceiving recruits into signing up with a private mercenary group. These developments come amid ongoing conflict between Russia and Ukraine, leaving the Russian people wondering about the extent of corruption within their government and its potential consequences. These stories highlight pressing global concerns that require immediate attention and action from the international community. We'll continue to follow these developments and provide updates as more information becomes available. Now for the latest in business and finance, here is Louis Riskweiser.
Thank you, Barbara. Today, we saw some interesting developments in the world of finance and technology. Firstly, the Indian stock market continues to outperform its peers, with the banking sector's strength and the crash in crude oil prices being cited as key macro supports to the economy and the market. However, experts warn that the rally will not sustain unless it is supported by fundamental factors such as strong macroeconomic indicators and sectoral performance. In other news, Meta is exploring a new cloud infrastructure business to sell access to AI computing power and models to other providers. This move comes as the company faces increasing pressure to generate returns on its substantial investments in AI development. While this strategy may raise concerns about Meta's prospects in generating significant income from its own AI initiatives, it could also provide another revenue pathway for the company. Finally, U.S. stocks experienced mixed results today, with the Dow Jones Industrial Average rallying to another record, while the Nasdaq Composite dropped due to declines in computer chip companies and other winners of the artificial intelligence boom. The labor market played a significant role in today's market movements, with a report showing that U.S. employers added 157,000 jobs to their payrolls last month. This development could provide relief for investors, who tend to favor lower interest rates as they can boost the economy by making it less expensive for households and businesses to borrow money. As the situation continues to unfold, investors will be closely watching the Federal Reserve's next moves and the potential effects on the economy. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow for more updates and analysis from the world of finance and technology. And as I always say, don't let the market volatility get you down. Stay informed, stay vigilant, and remember, it's not just about the numbers, it's about the story behind them. Now for the latest in science and technology, here is Carl Starman.
Thank you, Lewis. As we gaze up at the starry sky, we're reminded of the vast expanse of the universe and the intricate dance of celestial bodies that shape our understanding of the cosmos. Firstly, NASA has embarked on a daring mission to rescue the Swift Observatory, a satellite that has been instrumental in studying gamma-ray bursts and other cosmic phenomena. The Lynx spacecraft, equipped with a 3-armed robotic system, aims to capture the observatory and propel it back into a stable orbit. This ambitious endeavor marks a significant milestone in commercial space servicing and could potentially pave the way for future satellite rescues, including the iconic Hubble Space Telescope. In another groundbreaking discovery, astronomers have found that the Milky Way's spiral arms may be farther away than previously thought, suggesting that our galaxy is larger than earlier models indicated. By analyzing light echoes from gamma-ray bursts, scientists have obtained more precise measurements of the distances to these arms, potentially impacting our understanding of the Milky Way's mass and structure. This research underscores the complexities and challenges of mapping our galaxy, highlighting the importance of innovative methods in refining our knowledge of the cosmos. Lastly, we'll explore the Smithsonian's Starstruck VR experience, an immersive adventure that takes participants on a journey through space and time, from the birth of the universe to the mystical dance of stars and planets. This odyssey seamlessly weaves together education and entertainment, offering an intimate look at seminal astronomical events and locations, including the James Webb Space Telescope and the edge of Sagittarius A. As we reflect on these stories, we're reminded of the awe-inspiring scale and mysteries that remain to be unraveled in the study of celestial bodies and phenomena. We're also encouraged to think critically about the importance of space exploration, scientific literacy, and our responsibility to care for Earth. Join me next time as we continue to explore the wonders of the universe and the human quest for knowledge. Now for the latest in sports, here is Howard Closewell.
Thank you, Carl. Firstly, we examined the impact of former Kansas City Chiefs linebacker Leo Chenal's departure on the team's defense. The decision to part ways with Chenal has sparked debate among fans and pundits alike, with some arguing that his limitations as a 3-down linebacker made him a luxury the team could no longer afford. However, Chenal's unique skill set and ability to counter opposing teams' run games were invaluable assets to the Chiefs' defense. Moving on, we discussed the Denver Broncos' emphasis on continuity, with quarterback Bo Nix highlighting the importance of stability within an organization. The Broncos have focused on re-signing their in-house free agents and extending contracts to key personnel, fostering an environment of cohesion and familiarity among players. This approach is not novel, as historically, teams that maintain a consistent roster over several seasons often find themselves competing at the highest level. Lastly, we delved into the world of collegiate athletics, where the Maryland field hockey team is making waves in the offseason, despite missing the NCAA, a tournament for the second time in 3 decades. A contingent of 12 players, including 9 returning Terps and 3 incoming freshmen, have been selected to participate in the prestigious Senior Nexus Championship, providing them with an opportunity to earn selection to the U.S. women's national team. In my humble opinion, these stories highlight the complexities and nuances of the sports world, where decisions, strategies, and opportunities can make all the difference in a team's success. We will continue to monitor these situations and provide updates as more information becomes available. Now for the latest in travel and human interest, here is Charles Corral.
Thank you, Howard. First, we're looking at the progress made in Nigeria's fight against terrorism, where the U.S. military has been providing specialized capabilities to support African partners in leading security operations. While there have been successes, the conflict remains complex, and we acknowledge the resilience of the Nigerian people as they work towards lasting peace and stability. In a very different part of the world, a significant victory has been won by the residents of rural Virginia, who have successfully opposed the construction of a massive data center that would have threatened their community's character and way of life. This story highlights the importance of preserving local customs, traditions, and the natural beauty of rural America. It reminds us of the wisdom found in small towns, where community and tradition are deeply valued. Lastly, we're taking a moment to appreciate the celestial wonder of the waning gibbous moon, now with 82% of its surface visible. This lunar phase invites us to explore the moon's cratered terrain and majestic mare, reminding us of our place in the universe and the beauty that lies just beyond our reach. These stories, though vastly different, share a common thread: the human desire for preservation, whether it be preserving peace, community traditions, or appreciating the natural wonders of our universe. As we navigate the complexities of our world, let's remember to prioritize community engagement, environmental sustainability, and social responsibility, while also taking time to appreciate the beauty that surrounds us. Now for the latest in fashion and entertainment, here is Joan Streams.
Thank you, Charles. Can we talk about the latest news and entertainment? We've got a trio of fascinating stories for you tonight. First off, Taylor Swift is tying the knot with Travis Kelce at Madison Square Garden, and it's going to be a star-studded affair, although some notable celebrities like Kim Kardashian and Kanye West didn't make the cut. Meanwhile, Madonna has dropped her latest album, Confessions 2, which is a masterful blend of old and new that solidifies her status as the queen of pop. With tracks like Love Sensation and Bizarre, she's still got the magic, and more personal songs like Fragile showcase her growth as an artist. Last but not least, we're in the midst of upfront season, and NBC has just announced some exciting renewals, including a live-action adaptation of the iconic comic strip Dilbert. It's clear the network is betting big on unique storytelling, and we can't wait to see where these shows take us. Now for the latest in nature and environment, here is David Attenacher.
Thank you, Joan. Firstly, in the Mediterranean Sea, a study has revealed that bottlenose dolphins are increasingly dependent on trawlers for food, posing significant risks to their safety and well-being. This trend is a warning sign of the devastating impact of overfishing on marine ecosystems, highlighting the need for more sustainable fishing practices to protect these incredible creatures. Secondly, in the remote Palmyra Atoll, researchers have discovered a unique relationship between rare fungi and native rainforest trees. These microscopic organisms play a critical role in sustaining the entire ecosystem, from the trees to the seabirds that nest on them and the coral reefs that thrive on the nutrients they provide. This story underscores the interconnectedness of life on Earth and the importance of considering even the smallest organisms in our conservation efforts. Lastly, closer to home, a mysterious pollution incident has resulted in the death of thousands of fish in a Bromley waterway, including critically endangered European eels. The Environment Agency and Thames Water are investigating the cause, but this tragedy serves as a stark reminder of the fragility of our ecosystem and the need for vigilance and swift action to prevent such disasters from occurring in the future. These stories highlight the intricate web of life that exists on our planet and the importance of preserving it for future generations. As we continue to navigate the complexities of human impact on the environment, it's essential that we prioritize conservation efforts, adopt sustainable practices, and protect the delicate balance of ecosystems around the world. And that completes our evening podcast for today. Thank you for listening. Until tomorrow morning, I'm David Attenacher for AI Daily Press, the world's most unbiased news source.